Hi guys, Hamlet here from Vodia Networks. Today's tutorial is how to create an auto attendant on the Vodia PBX. So what is an auto attendant? An auto attendant functions like a virtual receptionist, connecting incoming calls to extensions and other devices that have been configured to the system. The auto attendant often announces the company's name, followed by a selection of dialing options. A typical welcome message might be like, "Thank you for calling company A, B, and C. For sales, press 1. For accounts, press 2. And for the dial by name directory, press 4. Callers presses the numbers that correspond with their selections and are directed accordingly. Okay, now navigate to your Vodia PBX and log in. Navigate to localhost or to whatever your primary domain name is. Under all accounts, navigate to auto attendants and then click add. Next, you're going to give your auto attendant a account name and number. If you have a DID, you can also put a DID and then press create. Okay, so you've created an auto attendant. The next thing we're going to do, again, if you have a DID, you can put the DID under outbound number ANI because the auto attendant can make outbound calls using the dial plan. The next section under behavior, extension input. If you're dialing an extension and you know it, you can say after 3 digits, dial the extension. You can also say name. That's if the extension has recorded a name for their account. Under accounts that cannot be called, here typically you will put the CEO or the boss of the company who does not want to receive any calls from the auto attendant, so you can leave that empty, or you can put the account number by just clicking the plus button and add the extension. Next, accounts that may record a message, you want to click the plus button and click the extension that will be able to record a recording for the auto attendant. Make sure you save. Typically how that works is, since my account is 550, the Vodia PBX uses a hard code, star code *98550. You dial that on your phone and then you say your auto attendant message. Make sure you have the account extension that may be able to record on this account. Okay, next, let's look at set languages. Typically, the Vodia PBX will come with a default language pack, which is English. But if you wanted to install more languages on the Vodia PBX, navigate to doc.vodia.com. Under Getting Started, go to Install Language Packs. So I'm going to install a language pack. So I'm just going to pick Germany. And I'm going to go to the Vodia PBX. I'm going to exit domain, go under maintenance, software updates, and copy paste the link. From there, it'll start downloading all of the language packs for this specific language, which is German. Now, when it's done updating successfully, you will need to restart the service. So I'm going to do that now. So go under restart, reboot on next occasion, and end the process requires automatic restart. Press save, and the PBX will restart the service by way of Windows, and it will only take at least 60 seconds to restart the service. Alright, so 60 seconds is up. I think the PBX should be running now. If you wanted to check, you have to restart, or typically you would need to log in after a restart. Okay, so next we're going to go to localhost and go to your auto attendant. And if you wanted to select the second language, just click the set language and choose German and then save. Okay, so now that we have selected the second language, let's talk about timeout handling. So let's say an inbound call comes in to the auto attendant and the customer does not make a selection. So what you do is you want to send that call to an extension. In this case, it's going to be me, but it should be a receptionist. So just click add your extension, the timeout, let's say after 20 seconds, there is no selection, then the Vodia PBX will send a call to that extension or redirected number. Also, it can be an outside number, so you can do that as well. Okay, next we're going to talk about night service flags. Now, I don't have one set up, but I could create one. So let's create a service flag. So I'm going to go to service flag, press add. Okay, it's going to put hours. All right, so that's done. You can go in and you can set it as automatic or manual. Okay, in this case, I'm going to set it as manual. I will create a tutorial about service flags and how they work. In this case, I'm just going to let's save and then go back to the auto attendant. All right, so under service flag, I'm going to grab my account 551 and press add. Now the service number can be a typical POTS line, it can be a cell phone, or it can be an extension. So after hours, you can send your calls to a service center or to an extension or to a cell phone. So it's pretty dynamic here. So once you set that, just click save or press enter, and that is set. All right, so dial by name, input the triggers, name search. So I'm gonna say 2. So the Vodia PBX, when the inbound call calls in, you'll be able to either record a message and signify the dial by name is 2. Once that is set and the customer presses 2, then it'll say the dial by name prompt, and then the search can be after, let's say, 3 digits, and then press saved. Next thing I want to talk about is the IVR. This is pretty popular. A lot of people want to know how to upload an audio, so I'm going to show you how to do it here. So first off, what you want to do, if you have an audio prompt, you want to turn off the default welcome message. So turn that off and press save. Next, what you want to do is override for default. Now remember, the recording, to record a message for your auto attendant, you want to dial *98550, and you also want to make sure that the account is able to record that under the accounts that may record a message. All right, so now we're going to go to the IVR once more, and we're going to override the default message. So click choose file. I already have one. Hopefully I can find it. Okay, airline.wave, and I'm going to say okay, and then save. So now that message is now recorded, uploaded, onto the auto attendant, and if you wanted to play it, okay, so that's just a default recording, but initially when you record your prompt either professionally or if you do it on the phone, make sure you know where the direct destination will go to. So what I mean by that, if you go to edit and you go down to direct destination, let's say for sales, press 1. Let's say for support, press 2. For accounting, press 3. Then you want to send that to a destination. So I'm going to send that to myself, 440, and then save. So if you either record or upload an IVR audio, you don't need to use our default prompts that we have, although you can use it. But if you're recording your own original recording, make sure you shut off the no playback so this doesn't play on your auto attendant. And that's about it. That's the gist of it. Now if you want an incoming call to go to your auto attendant, and if you have a trunk already on the system, just navigate to trunk, VoIP providers, click on your trunk and scroll down to route and redirection, and I'm going to say send all calls to a specific account, and I'm going to send it to my 550 incoming call, which is my auto attendant, and then save. Right there, once an incoming call comes in, they will go to the auto attendant, and then they can make their direct destination input, and then go to the correct extension or account or some outbound number. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to create an auto attendant. Our next tutorial will be coming up. Some will be service flag or conference room. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Thank you.